Welcome, fellow garden enthusiasts, to a journey of serenity and deep green tranquility. I'm so glad you're joining me today as we tackle a fascinating design challenge, creating a truly authentic Japanese garden plants experience, not in a tempered Kyoto setting, but right here under the vibrant, intense sun of a tropical climate landscaping. Many people assume the delicate beauty of a Japanese garden is impossible in the heat, but with careful planning and smart substitution, we can capture the wabi-sabi spirit. We're going to explore 90 unique plant choices and design principles, focusing on species that thrive in high humidity and warmth while retaining the essential aesthetic, the texture, color, and structure that defines this style. Let the transformation begin. The heart of the Japanese garden lies in wabi-sabi, the acceptance of transience and imperfection. Our approach to tropical climate landscaping must embrace this philosophy. It's not about replicating a perfect frozen scene, but about creating an ecosystem that evolves and settles gracefully. This means choosing adaptable plants and letting them age naturally. D of traditional Japanese ornamental plants. Think of the garden as a living scroll, unrolling slowly over time, always changing yet always rooted in peace. We'll prioritize species that develop beautiful, gnarled trunks or uniquely textured leaves as they mature, mimicking the ancient qualities. The essential first step in any Japanese garden is establishing the vertical framework. Since true Japanese pines often struggle in relentless tropical heat, we must look for alternatives that offer that same sense of rugged, enduring structure. A fantastic choice for tropical climate landscaping is the Podocarpus macrophyllus or Buddhist pine. It takes well to meticulous pruning, allowing us to shape it into the iconic cloud prune style, reminiscent of traditional Japanese garden plants. Its dense, dark green needles and slow growth rate make it a powerful, enduring anchor in the landscape, setting the solemn tone for the entire composition. Evergreen shrubs provide the essential backdrop, creating a sense of year-round constancy and deep shade that is so crucial for a meditative space. In our tropical setting, the Ilex crenata, Japanese holly, is often replaced by certain varieties of viburnum or even dwarf Murraya paniculata, orange jasmine, carefully pruned. We need plants with small, glossy leaves that can be tightly clipped into rounded, undulating forms, creating the appearance of rolling hills, a core element of traditional Japanese garden plants. This meticulous shaping is an act of devotion, embodying the control and peace required for this particular style. The brilliant red of the Japanese maple is perhaps the most iconic image of a Japanese garden. In tropical climate landscaping, finding a suitable substitute is challenging but essential. We turn to plants like the Graptophyllum pictum tricolor or certain types of brightly colored Japanese maple alternative hibiscus, or even the tropical Japanese ornamental plants known as acalypha. Look for varieties where the leaves transition through warm shades of red, bronze, or purple, especially in periods of stress or strong sunlight. These splashes of color will provide the drama that the true maple offers, but without the cold requirement. Bamboo is indispensable in a Japanese garden, symbolizing strength and flexibility. For tropical climate landscaping, we have an abundance of choices. We must select clumping, non-invasive species, such as Bambusa multiplex, hedge bamboo, or various dendrocalamus varieties. They provide the vertical lines, rustling sound, and dappled shade essential to the aesthetic. Choose varieties with thin, graceful culms to mimic the classic appearance of native Japanese bamboo species. They are vital for screening and adding a dynamic moving element to the garden design. While not a plant, the use of stone is fundamental. The arrangement of rocks, or ishi, often represents mountains and islands. In our tropical context, we need to ensure the plant selection guide around these stones reinforces their permanence. Choose plants that spill over or grow tightly around the rock bases, like miniature creeping vines or low-growing ferns. This practice enhances the illusion that the rocks have been there for centuries, weathered and embraced by nature, linking them to the surrounding tropical climate landscaping. Authentic Japanese gardens feature lush carpets of moss. This is perhaps the hardest element to replicate in a hot, sunny, tropical climate landscaping. Instead of true moss everywhere, our moss garden ideas will focus on moss-mimicking ground covers. Consider Solerolia soleroli, baby's tears, or low-growing varieties of Selaginella, spike moss. These plants love humidity and shade, and when planted densely in moist areas, they create a similar, spongy, deep green texture that evokes the tranquility of a traditional moss garden. Water is the source of life and movement. Whether a small tsukubai basin or a flowing stream, it grounds the space. The plant selection guide for the edges of water features must focus on verticality and delicate texture. Instead of Japanese iris, try various ornamental sedges, cyperus, or even dwarf water lily. These plants frame the water while avoiding an overly lush, jungle-like look, maintaining the controlled, serene atmosphere required of Japanese garden plants. Integrating true bonsai in garden settings is a powerful way to add focal points. The tropical climate is excellent for growing species like ficus or portulacaria in the bonsai style. Place them on low stone pedestals or near the edge of a path where they can be appreciated close-up. A well-placed bonsai acts as a living sculpture, distilling the majesty of an ancient tree into a small vessel. A perfect emblem of the wabi-sabi aesthetic amidst your larger tropical climate landscaping. Traditional Japanese gardens are usually restrained in color, prioritizing green and texture. However, a touch of controlled bloom adds interest. For our tropical climate landscaping, avoid loud, heavy flowering shrubs. Instead, choose delicate white or pale pink accents. The false heather, Coffea hyssophifolia, or dwarf varieties of gardenia, for scent, offer small, restrained flowers that blend rather than dominate, maintaining the dignity of the Japanese ornamental plants theme. Azaleas are classic in Japanese gardens, offering a spring spectacle. Our tropical alternative must provide similar structure and flower density. Consider the rhododendron, tropical azalea, or the Japanese ornamental plants substitute ixora. Prune them rigorously, post-bloom to maintain the tight, rounded form that is signature to the style. The vibrant, deep green foliage of the chosen plant should be prioritized even over the flowers, ensuring year-round adherence to the design principles of Japanese garden plants. The art of pruning, or nawaki, is non-negotiable. It defines the character of the Japanese garden plants. In the tropics, plants grow rapidly, meaning our pruning must be more frequent and disciplined. We're constantly working to reduce growth and maintain the cloud, step, and umbrella shapes. This intense care is the key to preventing the garden from reverting to an untamed jungle, ensuring it remains an intentional, serene piece of tropical climate landscaping. Since we rely less on seasonal color changes, leaf texture becomes paramount. We need a variety of forms and sizes to add depth. Consider the bold, architectural leaves of a hardy aspidistra, cast iron plant, contrasted with the fine, delicate foliage of a feathery fern. This careful juxtaposition of textures is essential to creating visual interest within the predominantly green palette of Japanese garden plants, making the most of our tropical climate landscaping resources. Beyond the living plant, cut bamboo is a perfect construction material. Using cut Japanese bamboo species to create small fences, takagaki, or screens adds vertical dimension and privacy. These structures are often beautifully simple, reinforcing the rustic, natural feel. They provide a structural element that helps define rooms within the garden, an essential technique in tropical climate landscaping to create intimate, shaded spaces. Let's dive deeper into colorful foliage. The Caudium variegatum, Croton, offers an incredible range of warm colors, red, gold, and bronze, that can mimic the fall colors of a maple. Crucially, choose thin-leaved open varieties that look more delicate than the standard heavy-leaved croton. When placed strategically, a finely branched croton can serve as a stunning Japanese maple alternative, providing that dramatic accent color against the deep green background of the surrounding Japanese garden plants. A dry garden, or karasansui, is one of the most abstract forms. In the tropics, it's a brilliant choice because it reduces the maintenance of lawn or moss. We use finely raked gravel to symbolize water. The plant selection guide here focuses on minimal, carefully placed upright plants, such as a single sculpted podocarpus. The raking of the gravel becomes a meditative act, embodying the spirit of tranquility and control inherent in the Japanese ornamental plants design. Small stone wash basins, supubai, are often accompanied by carefully curated container plants. This is a perfect opportunity to display small specimens that require specialized care. The plant selection guide suggests delicate ferns or miniature palms in ceramic pots that have an aged, mossy patina. This detail elevates the simplicity of the water basin, turning it into a moment of pause and reflection within the larger narrative of your tropical climate landscaping. Ferns are vital. They thrive in the high humidity and shade created by our tropical framework trees. They provide that soft, lacy texture that is so essential for contrast against the bold structure of rocks and prune shrubs. Look for native, clumping ferns that won't become invasive. The Japanese plant care for these is minimal, just consistent moisture, and they immediately add that lush, ancient forest floor feel. Perfect for moss garden ideas under the canopy. Paths made of stepping stones, tobi-ishi, are not just for walking, they control the viewer's pace and focus. We need low-growing plants that hug the stones without obscuring them. The plant selection guide calls for creeping varieties of Ophiophagon, mondo grass, or small, clumping Japanese garden plants like dwarf lily turf. This keeps the edges neat and reinforces the intentionality of the path, guiding the visitor through the tropical climate landscaping experience. Mondo grass, Ophiopogon japonicus, is one of our best assets in tropical climate landscaping. It provides a dark, fine-textured ground cover that works beautifully along stone edges, under trees, or defining paths. Its dark color helps to absorb light, creating a sense of cool depth. It's a reliable substitute for some of the finer grass varieties used in traditional Japanese garden plants and requires minimal Japanese plant care, making it a highly valuable asset for a low-maintenance approach. The tropical environment naturally supports epiphytes or air plants. While not traditional, strategically placing small tillandsia or small orchids on the trunks of your framework trees can evoke the age and deep, natural colonization found in Japanese forests. This technique enhances the sense of maturity in the tropical climate landscaping, adding delicate, organic detail without cluttering the main sight lines of the Japanese ornamental plants. The intensity of the tropical sun is the biggest challenge. A core strategy is planting closely to create a canopy that provides filtered light. This shade is essential for the delicate understory plants, like ferns and our moss alternatives. The framework trees, often sculpted podocarpus or tropical bamboo, must be placed to cast the right shadows, vital for the overall health and authenticity of the Japanese plant care regimen. Selecting the right bamboo is critical to avoid invasive spread. Focus on bambusa and dendrocalamus clumping species that grow in tight clusters rather than sending out runners. The Alphonse Carr bamboo with its golden culms can be a stunning focal point, adding color and height while maintaining the graceful, thin-stalked appearance characteristic of preferred Japanese bamboo species for garden use. Kokedama, or moss balls, are a wonderful way to bring small, delicate Japanese garden plants into the eye-level plane. The tropical climate is ideal for this, as the humidity keeps the moss healthy. Ferns, small ficus, or even tropical shade grasses can be used. Creating a mass display of these living sculptures offers a unique take on plants for kokedama, elevating the texture and intimacy of the space. The Japanese black pine is often a symbol of longevity. In our tropical setting, we can look to certain varieties of Juniperus chinensis that have been shaped and trained, or even the robust, dense foliaged Plumeria, frangipani, that, when heavily pruned, can mimic the gnarly umbrella shape of a mature pine. This plant selection guide choice focuses on shape and resilience in tropical climate landscaping. The key to a peaceful Japanese garden is the skillful use of different shades of green. We need bright, lime green contrasts from new growth or certain grasses against the deep, almost black green of the framework trees. This layering of color and texture prevents the garden from looking flat, giving the Japanese garden plants depth and dimension even without striking flower color. Revisiting bonsai in garden integration, consider a small enclosed space dedicated to a single exceptional specimen. This could be a 50-year-old tropical ficus bonsai, its roots exposed and trunk gnarled. Such a piece serves as a spiritual anchor, demanding contemplation and embodying the passage of time, a profound element of the Japanese ornamental plants tradition. In a dry garden, the area around the raked gravel should be almost barren. The plant selection guide here is about extreme restraint. Perhaps a single small rock arrangement and maybe 3 small tufts of mondo grass near the border. This deliberate sparsity amplifies the symbolic power of the stone and gravel, reinforcing the concept of emptiness and contemplation in tropical climate landscaping. The tropics bring high humidity, which can lead to fungal issues. Good Japanese plant care in this climate involves ensuring excellent air circulation around dense shrubs and beneath the canopy. Pruning for shape is also pruning for health. Removing interior branches allows air to move freely, preventing moisture buildup and keeping your Japanese garden plants healthy and clean-looking. Despite its name, Nandina domestica, heavenly bamboo, is not a true bamboo, but its finely textured foliage and colorful berries make it a wonderful accent. In our tropical climate landscaping, we can use the graceful Pseudoranthemum reticulatum, yellow vein eranthemum, as a textural stand-in. Its delicate leaf structure offers a similar wispy quality, blending well with the other Japanese garden plants. The walking surface is just as important as the plants. Use natural materials like river stones, irregularly shaped slate, or exposed aggregate concrete. The path should never be perfectly straight. It should meander gently to slow the pace and encourage observation of the surrounding Japanese ornamental plants. This intentional movement is a core design element of traditional gardens. Shakai, or borrowed scenery, is the technique of integrating the distant view into the garden's composition. In tropical climate landscaping, this might mean framing a view of a neighbor's attractive tall tree or a distant hill using your own Japanese bamboo species or a strategic pruning gap. The garden extends beyond its physical borders, making the space feel limitless and profound. For a smaller, fiery red spot that acts like a miniature maple, look at certain cultivars of Alternanthera. Its leaves are often small and a deep burgundy or crimson, making it an excellent Japanese maple alternative for borders or containers. Use it sparingly as an exclamation point against the deep greens, following a restrained plant selection guide approach to color for maximum impact. While not traditionally Japanese, a well-chosen dwarf palm can offer the tiered, fan-shaped foliage that mimics the structure of certain Japanese ornamental plants like rhapis palm. Look for clumping, upright varieties that are not overly dense. When placed near a rock or a small stream, they contribute a soft, tropical texture while maintaining the necessary sense of peace for tropical climate landscaping. Vines should be used with extreme caution in a tropical Japanese garden to prevent them from overwhelming the scene. Use a delicate, slow-growing vine like the creeping fig, Ficus pumila, to soften the edges of stone walls or to create a patina on a lantern. This adds the appearance of age and helps integrate the hardscape into the moss garden ideas and planting beds. Create a dedicated microenvironment for a display of multiple bonsai and garden trees. This is usually a shaded raised area with a simple wooden or stone backdrop. The selection should include different species, like tropical ficus, dwarf schefflera, and perhaps a small, gnarled juniper. This grouping creates a miniature forest, embodying the design principles of the Japanese plant care art form. Tropical ferns are exceptionally suited for plants for kokedama. Their root systems are often shallow, and they thrive in the constant humidity of the moss ball. Maidenhair ferns, Adiantum species, are perfect, offering a delicate, soft texture that is beautiful when suspended or placed on a small table. They bring that essential, gentle movement to the air within the Japanese garden plant's composition. Rapid growth is the main enemy of the structured Japanese garden in the tropics. Our Japanese plant care must be focused on constant, strategic maintenance. Shearing should be replaced with selective pruning to maintain structure and airflow. Every piece of foliage must earn its place, preventing the garden from becoming dense and losing its sense of peaceful openness. The silver-striped bamboo, Bambusa delicamerian, is an excellent choice. It's clumping and offers fine, upright culms with beautiful white striping along the sheath, giving it a luminous quality. This adds a subtle element of brightness to the usually dark palette of Japanese garden plants, particularly effective when backlit by the low sun, creating beautiful shadows. Instead of using large, showy orchids, choose ground-dwelling varieties like the Spathoglottis ground orchid. They offer small, delicate flowers that peek out from the foliage, adding a restrained touch of color and elegance to the understory. They fit perfectly into the plant selection guide for subtle accents, supporting the tranquil atmosphere of the overall tropical climate landscaping. The roji, or dewy path of the tea garden, emphasizes simplicity and transition. This path is often deliberately irregular. Use large, flat, irregularly spaced stepping stones. Flank them with low-growing, moisture-loving Japanese garden plants like Selaginella or small ferns to simulate the damp, secluded feeling of a forest walk, crucial to the meditative mood. Certain varieties of jatropha or even tropical ornamental rice, Oryza sativa, can sometimes offer a leaf shape and color shift that is reminiscent of the maple's palmate form. The goal of this Japanese maple alternative is not a perfect match, but a suggestion of form and a moment of seasonal color change, even in the constant warmth of tropical climate landscaping. A large, glazed ceramic bowl filled with water is a simple and effective water feature. The plant selection guide here can be simple: a single dwarf variety of lotus, Nelumbo, or a water lily. The large, circular pads and single, perfect flower embody purity and simplicity, classic motifs within the tradition of Japanese ornamental plants. In design, what you don't plant is often more important than what you do. Negative space-open areas of gravel, a clean patch of moss-mimicking ground cover, or an unadorned wall allows the eye to rest and emphasizes the structure of the surrounding Japanese garden plants. This restraint is central to the feeling of peace in tropical climate landscaping. For those integrating a true bonsai in garden, the maintenance is key. Tropical trees grow fast, so wiring and shaping must be done constantly to maintain the ancient windswept look. This constant, gentle manipulation is a profound expression of Japanese plant care and the owner's commitment to the art. In the tropics, encouraging lichen and moss to grow on stone lanterns, water basins, and fences is key to establishing age and authenticity. This natural, organic aging is a quick win for moss garden ideas. Strategically wetting these surfaces or applying a light buttermilk mixture can accelerate this process, integrating the hardscape into the softscape of the Japanese garden plants. Pittosporum tabira, Japanese mock orange, or its tropical relative, Pittosporum undulatum, offers small, dark, dense leaves perfect for clipping into cloud shapes. It's an essential workhorse for establishing the foundational green mounds that symbolize hills in the design. Its robust nature makes it a great choice for disciplined shaping in tropical climate landscaping. For a truly immersive experience, dedicate a corner to a dense planting of a clumping Japanese bamboo species. The vertical lines and the light filtering through the canopy create a sense of being transported to a deep forest. The rustling sound is incredibly soothing and is a vital component of the sensory experience within your Japanese ornamental plants design. While traditionally plants like ficus are used, a small, tightly pruned, drought-tolerant succulent like a crassula or a small sedum can be used for plants for kokedama in a sunnier spot. This modern, low-water interpretation allows the Japanese aesthetic to adapt beautifully to the harsher, dry seasons of certain tropical climate landscaping regions. To frame the edges of a path or a stone arrangement, use small, clumping dwarf rushes, like Acarus gramineus, sweet flag. Their fine, upright texture contrasts beautifully with the smoothness of the stone and the broad leaves of larger Japanese garden plants. This subtle contrast adds detail at the ground level, often overlooked in tropical climate landscaping. Tropical heat and humidity mean pest pressure is high. Good Japanese plant care involves regular, close inspection of the leaves and stems. Instead of broad-spectrum chemicals, focus on targeted, natural solutions like neem oil to protect the delicate Japanese ornamental plants and maintain the clean, healthy look essential for the wabi-sabi style. The key to maximizing the color of our Japanese maple alternative plants, like crotons or certain acalypha, is proper light exposure. They must receive strong direct morning sun to encourage the production of red and bronze pigments. Place them at the edge of the canopy where they will stand out against the deeper greens of the surrounding Japanese garden plants. The classic threadleaf cypress is too delicate for the tropics. As a substitution, look for the gold crest variety of Cupressus macrocarpa or certain upright juniper varieties. These can be meticulously pruned to mimic the upright, layered structure of the traditional cypresses, adding a delicate texture to the skyline of your tropical climate landscaping. Tropical figs, ficus, are the best species for bonsai in garden in this climate. They tolerate heavy pruning, grow quickly, and form incredibly intricate, ancient-looking aerial roots and trunks. A large, well-established fig bonsai can become the undeniable centerpiece, embodying the ancient spirit of the entire Japanese ornamental plants theme. The arrangement of plants, or oshikake, involves grouping 3, 5, or 7 specimens together, avoiding even numbers. This asymmetrical planting reinforces the natural, imperfect aesthetic. This principle is vital when designing with any of the Japanese garden plants substitutes we've discussed for a truly authentic feel. In the Karasansui dry garden, large, weathered boulders can be treated as symbolic islands. The plant selection guide around them should be minimal, small, carefully pruned shrub or a tuft of mondo grass to reinforce the isolation and permanence of the island within the raked, tropical climate landscaping. If you are committed to trying true moss, the most successful strategy is to create an area of deep, constant shade and misting. This microclimate is essential for any successful moss garden ideas in the tropics. Use large stones or low walls to define the area and protect the fragile moss from disturbance and sun exposure. A stone lantern, toro, is not just decoration. It symbolizes illumination and guidance. It should be positioned where its structure is emphasized by surrounding Japanese garden plants. A small, perfectly rounded Japanese ornamental plant's shrub or a clump of finely textured grass should frame its base, ensuring the light can be seen without being overpowered. The Chimano quadrangularis, square stem bamboo, is a running bamboo but has an incredibly unique stem. If contained carefully, in a large pot or with a barrier, its texture provides a wonderful contrast. Its smaller, dense foliage works well in the understory to create a sense of deep, layered green within the tropical climate landscaping. Equisedum hyemale, horsetail, or scouring rush offers strong vertical dark green lines. While not a grass or bamboo, it is often used in modern Japanese designs for its powerful linear structure. Planted along water edges or in containers near an entryway to provide a striking, architectural contrast to the rounded forms of the clipped Japanese garden plants. For a unique twist, consider using a small well-behaved herb like Thai basil or mint for plants for kokedama. This subtly incorporates a practical element into the ornamental setting. The soft, rounded shape of the moss ball, coupled with the fragrant foliage, adds a sensory layer to the Japanese ornamental plants experience. Ornamental grasses are vital for movement and softness. Look for clumping, mid-height grasses like certain miscanthus varieties that can handle the heat, or the fine-textured Pennisedum hamon. They should be placed where they can catch the slightest breeze, creating a subtle, shimmering effect against the static bonsai in garden or stone features. Excellent drainage is non-negotiable in tropical climate landscaping. Japanese garden plants, especially the pine substitutes, will rot quickly if they sit in water. Ensure all planting beds are raised or heavily amended with grit and organic material. This careful attention to the root zone is the most important aspect of tropical Japanese plant care. Use the Japanese maple alternative, like the Graptophyllum or Croton, not just for color, but also for screening. Their density, when kept pruned, can provide an effective, colorful privacy hedge that is far more visually interesting than a standard tropical barrier, adding a vibrant focal point to the tropical climate landscaping. A Japanese garden should appeal to all senses. Incorporate subtle fragrance that is released only when brushed or approached. Small-flowered gardenia, dwarf radicans, or sweet olive, osmanthus fragrance, are excellent choices for the plant selection guide. Their delicate, clean scents add a layer of quiet luxury without being overpowering. Design a space within the main garden that is fully enclosed by tall Japanese bamboo species or dense screens. This smaller inner garden should be utterly quiet and sparse, perhaps just a single rock, a water basin, and a patch of moss. It represents the innermost sanctuary of the mind, a place of pure contemplation. If your space is small, the tsuboniwa is the answer. Use the vertical walls of the courtyard as the backdrop, keeping the planting to only 2 or 3 elements. A stone basin, a single, carefully pruned shrub, and maybe a small lantern. The simplicity is key to making this microgarden feel vast and serene. In a bonsai in garden display, consider using a cascade-style kangai bonsai placed high up on a wall or pedestal. The branches should trail down dramatically, symbolizing the resilience of a tree clinging to a cliff face. This creates visual drama and emphasizes the vertical space, a beautiful, living example of Japanese ornamental plants art. Even if you can't grow a solid moss carpet, you can utilize moss garden ideas by cultivating moss specifically on large, flat surfaces of stone or concrete. This creates a beautiful worn patina that hints at deep age and provides a wonderful textural contrast to the raked gravel or the clean lines of the surrounding Japanese garden plants. Helichrysum petiolari, licorice plant, is a beautiful, silver-foliaged plant that is often used in tropical climate landscaping. Its dusty, velvety leaves provide a textural contrast, and its trailing habit is excellent for softening the harsh edges of walls or steps, integrating the hardscape with the softness of the surrounding Japanese garden plants. Over-fertilizing in the tropics leads to excessive leggy growth, the enemy of a structured garden. The Japanese plant care regimen should be low and slow. Use organic, slow-release fertilizers sparingly to maintain color and health without encouraging the rapid, messy growth that destroys the meticulously pruned forms. The fleeting beauty of cherry blossoms can be substituted with certain tropical flowering trees that flower sparsely but beautifully, such as the Tabebuia rossi, pink trumpet tree. Its delicate pale pink flowers appear for a short time, offering a burst of restrained color and symbolizing the transience of life, similar to the original Japanese ornamental plants. The sound of bamboo leaves rustling in the wind is meditative. When choosing a Japanese bamboo species, select varieties with slightly larger, thinner leaves that catch the breeze easily. Plant them in an area exposed to gentle wind to maximize this auditory element, a beautiful, natural sound effect for your tropical climate landscaping. The root over rock bonsai in garden style is particularly effective in a tropical setting, using ficus or other robust root systems. The roots are trained to grip a piece of stone, symbolizing the enduring relationship between the living plant and the ancient earth. This form is a powerful focal point and a beautiful display of Japanese plant care art. Liriope muscaria, lily turf, is an excellent border plant. Its fine, arching foliage creates a neat, contained line around planting beds or stones. It is a highly versatile and resilient plant, a workhorse in our plant selection guide that reinforces the geometric simplicity and clean lines of the Japanese garden plant's layout. Even in heavy shade, certain tropical plants offer dark foliage. The Japanese maple alternative here could be a dark-leaved calathea or a certain variety of begonia. Their purple-black undersides and deep green tops provide the contrasting color and texture necessary for visual depth in low-light areas of tropical climate landscaping. Air plants like Tillandsia are perfect for plants for kokedama, especially if you want a zero-maintenance centerpiece. They can be nestled into the moss ball, requiring only occasional misting. Their sculptural forms and resilience make them a perfect modern, water-wise adaptation of the traditional Japanese ornamental plants theme. For large shaded areas, a carpet of Selaginella uncinata, peacock moss, can create a stunning iridescent blue-green ground cover. It loves the heat and humidity, and while not a true moss, provides the dense, low-growing texture we need for our moss garden ideas. It gives the illusion of a cool, damp forest floor in the tropical climate landscaping. The actual tea plant, Camellia sinensis, can sometimes tolerate tropical climates if given enough shade and high-altitude conditions. If successful, its dense, glossy foliage is perfect for pruning. If not, a close relative or a similar, glossy-leaved shrub can serve the same function of being the deep, textured green element. The core of your plant selection guide must be based on year-round appeal. In the tropics, there is little seasonal change. Prioritize plants that offer interesting trunk structure, unique leaf shape, or subtle color variation throughout the year, ensuring your Japanese garden plants remain compelling in all months. Use a highly contrasting Japanese bamboo species, such as the black stem Philostachys nigra, if contained, or the tropical Bambusa laco, Timor black bamboo. The dark combs against the light green foliage of other Japanese ornamental plants create a dramatic visual element, emphasizing the verticality and elegance of the bamboo structure. The literati style, bunjinji, is the most elegant and sparse bonsai in garden style, symbolizing a tree surviving harsh conditions. Its trunk is often tall and winding with minimal foliage concentrated at the top. A tropical tree pruned this way adds immense height and artistic complexity to the quietude of the tropical climate landscaping. Mulching is essential in tropical climate landscaping. It keeps the root zone cool, retains moisture, and suppresses weeds. Use dark, finely shredded mulch, like cocoa hulls or fine pine bark, that disappears into the background, focusing the eye on the shape and texture of the Japanese garden plants themselves. Place your chosen Japanese maple alternative, the fiery accent plant, in a sheltered spot. The delicate foliage of crotons or acalypha can be damaged by high winds, which are common in tropical storms. Protecting them ensures they maintain their full, colorful foliage when the sun is out, preserving the visual impact. If you incorporate a small bridge, keep it simple. A slab of rough-hewn stone or a plank of dark, naturally aged wood over a dry stream bed is all that is needed. The surrounding Japanese ornamental plants should spill slightly over the edges, softening the structure and integrating it seamlessly into the tropical climate landscaping. Create a collection of small ferns and low-growing ground covers in a single large moss ball to form a miniature landscape. This is an advanced plants for kokedama technique that creates a tiny, contained world, a beautiful parallel to the macro design of the larger Japanese garden plants around it. In any moss garden idea space, the rocks are the canvas. Select rocks with interesting natural textures and crevices where moss or selaginella can naturally settle and cling. This symbiotic relationship between stone and plant is a key visual element of age and stability in a tropical Japanese garden. The final scene of your garden should be one of reflection. Ensure there is a simple bench or viewing platform oriented towards the most serene vista, perhaps a raked gravel area, a gnarled bonsai in garden, and a carefully pruned framework tree. The success of all our tropical climate landscaping work lies in this single, perfect moment of stillness. Thank you for joining me on this 90-minute journey to unlock the secrets of creating an authentic, tranquil Japanese garden even in the face of tropical sun and heat. We've discovered how to substitute traditional Japanese garden plants with resilient, beautiful alternatives, mastered the art of tropical Japanese plant care, and seen how the principles of wabi-sabi can transform a lush landscape into a serene sanctuary. May your new garden bring you peace and contemplation for years to come. If you enjoyed this detailed guide and found inspiration in our plant selection guide and Japanese ornamental plants choices, please hit that like button, share this video with a fellow gardener, and subscribe for more deep dives into landscape design. Thank you and happy gardening.